Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be telling you all the story on how I met JT, which is the father of both of my babies. So let's get into that. So we officially started dating May, not May 4th, May 9th of 2015. But I'm going to tell you all how that all started. Okay, so I was working at Walmart. And I had a friend who was also his friend that I didn't know was his friend. And he asked me if I wanted to hang out with him and his buddies later. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Me and this guy was just strictly friends. Like, it was absolutely nothing else. Like, I promise. But what are you doing? That was a chair squeaking against the wall, by the way. I'm in a rocking chair, so I said yeah, and he told me that he would pick me up from work. So I drove a 2001 Camaro at the time. I'll put a picture. And then JT was in the truck with my friend. I'm not going to mention his name or anything, but JT was in the truck with my friend that was also his friend whenever I got in there. And he was like, the first thing he said to me was like, "Can I do donuts in your car?" And I was like, no, it's not that kind of car. It was just a 6-cylinder regular old Camaro. It wasn't like nothing special. It didn't have no special stuff done to it. It was just a regular like car. It was just a sports car. And I was like, no, I don't even do stuff like that in my car. I don't even know you. It's like the first thing that he ever said to me. And I was like, now that I think about it, like, really? Like, that's what you're going to say? Their buddy's house, which had a garage that everybody went and hung out at. And one of my best friends from high school was actually there. And she was actually friends with JT, and I didn't know she was. Like, since they were, like, younger, and now I'm like, why did you never introduce me? Really, we all went to this garage and started hanging out, and JT was flirting with me, like, the whole night. And I was kind of, like, iffy on it at first, because I actually thought that he was 16, and I was 18. He looked pretty young for his age. He was 19. He was a year older than me, but I thought he was 16. So, I was kind of... My friend was like, no, he's our age, and actually he's older than us. And I was like, oh, really? He is? And she was like, yeah. And she was like, he's flirting with you a lot. And I was like, yeah, I've noticed. He literally flirted with me like almost the whole entire night. And like, he even bought me like snacks and stuff. Like, that was so lame. I'm sorry. I didn't even know who he was. Like, that was my first night meeting him. But we did hang out, like, that whole entire time. And he was like, I was even ignoring my friend that brought me there to talk to him after I found out, like, he was of age and everything. Okay, so that went by, that night went by, and then, like, a week or so later, JT messaged me on Facebook, and he was like, are you with so-and-so, our friend? And I was like, no, I haven't talked to him in a little bit, but why? So he was using that as a conversation starter so he could talk to me, and he, like, messaged me off and on and stuff like that. Sorry about that. I had to go check on Abby. She's in there playing, make sure she was okay. But anyways, we had been messaging each other off and on, but it wasn't anything, like, serious yet. So I was at work. I was actually on break, and I was getting ready to walk back into work, and I heard big, loud, booming speakers, and I turned around to, like, see who it was, because that is just ridiculous. And lo and behold, it was JT, and he stopped and pulled up beside me, and he was like, what are you doing when you get off work? And I was like, going home. And he was like, you want to go out to eat with me? And I was like, sure. So we went out to eat Chinese. So that was technically our first date, but it wasn't our first date. But that's officially how we started talking. So he'd come and he picked me up from work, and we went to eat Chinese, and we talked about like everything. Like, he actually asked me like what I wanted like in a relationship and stuff, and like he wanted the same thing. Like, I was like, you know, I'm 18. I'd like to start my life soon with somebody. I don't want to waste time, you know, because you never know how long you have. And he was like basically saying that like he wanted the same thing that I wanted and everything. After that, we decided to go to the mall, and we were in some store, and I was just joking around with them, and I was like, I don't even remember what I said, but he kissed me. So that was our first kiss, was in the Ashland Mall. I think we were in Spencer's. I'm like almost 100% like we were in Spencer's, and that was our first kiss. So then we continued to talk, and he asked me to come to his house one night, and I did, and he told me that his parents were going to be, well, he told me his mom was going to be there, his dad was at work. So I was like, okay, I'll come stay the night, blah, 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 blah. So I did, and his mom wouldn't let us sleep in the same bed together. He was 19 and I was 18, and she would not let us like sleep together. So I slept on the couch, and he wanted to be close to me, so he slept in the floor beside the couch and held my hand the whole night. And I just thought that was like the cutest freaking thing ever. Okay, so the next morning, like, I went home and everything, and I'm pretty sure I went home. I think I went home. If I didn't go home, I don't know what I did, but I'm pretty sure I went home, and then we just continued to kind of talk, and then, so some time had went by and everything, and we were acting like we were dating, but we weren't dating, and that I wasn't. This chair is like creaking up against this wall, and I didn't feel comfortable with that, and I was like, you know, if you want to be with me, then be with me, but if you don't, if you just want to act like we're dating and not put a title on it, or actually be dating, then I don't want to act like we're dating. And I guess that kind of upset him and stuff. So he asked me if I wanted to go mudding with him, so I went mudding with him, and just as friends. But I wanted to kiss him really bad because I had missed it and everything, because I liked what we had, but I just didn't want to act like we were something that we weren't. I don't know if y'all would understand that or not, but I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. But we did act, we were just friends. So we went mudding, and we were like covered in mud, so we went back to his house, and I got cleaned off. I showered and got cleaned off than he did. And when he got out of the shower, I was like, okay, I really want to kiss you. So I kissed him, and he was like, I thought you said you didn't want to do anything like that if we weren't dating. And I was like, well, I guess I changed my mind. So 4 years later, we are still not married, still engaged for 2.5 years, and have 2 beautiful little girls together. We own a house together, own 2 cars together. Just trying to think. That's about it. We definitely have our downs. Our relationship is not A1. It is not perfect, but we make it work because we do love each other, and we want our family to stay together. We have actually broken up once for a couple months since Avea has been born. But we did get back together. We are re-engaged. So that's I'll make a whole video on like about my relationship, or like maybe why we broke up or something like that. We were actually supposed to get married last year, June 3rd too, and we didn't, so now we're gonna work on getting married again. My kids need me, so I guess I need to go. So if you like me and you want to see more of my family and learn about my family, then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank y'all for watching.